We have Outlaw Figure 8 main event coming up for you here on Home Track Heroes. Thanks for joining us on this Sunday night. And we want to also mention this is brought to you by IBEW NECA, their local 191 and NECA, the National Electrical Contractors Association, powering communities by keeping the lights on and your families safe. So here's the lineup with Tom.
You bet. Starting on the pole will be the 33 car of Nick Gunderson. Outside of Nick in the 71 will be Nick Holton. Inside row 2, the Cowboy, John Carlson in the 50 car. Outside 74 car, that's Chris Burris. Those two guys know how to get around a racetrack. In the third row, with a in-car camera in car number 676, Ricky the Kid Dietz. Outside of him, in the 83 car, it's Zach Larson. And rounding out the field in the 0 car, it's Gillian Lapato.
Boy, I tell you, I am always so impressed with that number 83 of Zach Larson. The way he just color schemes that thing is just so wicked, and I'm looking for some pretty good things hopefully to come out of the 83 of Zach Larson. Great to see Ricky the Kid Dietz in that number 676 car, and you'll see them. They are right now in turn number 2 through the intersection. That is turn number 3 where they're at, and they will come out of turn number 4. Green flag is out. John Peterson is in turn number 4 as the field heads down into turn 1. Steve Dunn working the flags down at the south end of the racetrack. They race from the north to the south, and it is so far Nick Holton in the 71 car. We're going to get one complete lap in here, and it is let's go visit with Ricky Dietz. This is cool.
You bet. You can just see that's his view. He's got to worry about the Uke tires. The car in front of him, so he goes through the intersection, a quick glance to the left, down into the what's known as the north turn, a big left-hander, back on the gas again, and there's the flagman off to his left, back down the straightaway again into the right-hander.
Pretty impressive because it looks like he is spending more time with that wheel cranked over to the left. I was trying to watch the relationship, trying to see what that right front tire is trying to do to him. Obviously, we can't see the left side, but I'm really impressed with this view. What a beautiful job of craftsmanship on that 676 car of Dietz.
You're right. It just constant barrage of your senses. He's listening to the motor. He's feeling it. Whoa,
there he goes.
Whoa.
All right.
Just a little. He might have got a little help there. We don't know. Our view didn't allow that, but you can see him shifting gears, trying to get it back into low speed so he can get pulled out of there.
Well, that just answered my question. Those two levers that he has got coming out of the dash on his right side. That's how they shift them, huh?
You're right, and it's possible. I don't know the exact arrangement there, but the top one is for forward speeds, and the one on the bottom is for reverse.
Only you would know that. That's so impressive. All right, let's get them lined back up now. As we have pointed out several times this season, Figure 8, they do their restarts a little bit differently. The leader is out front. They're in the middle, and then they line up 2 by 2 by 1 right behind them, unfortunately, in this race. But it is still Nick Gunderson in the 33. And we've talked a lot about Nick so far this season on Home Track Heroes. Gunderson Speed Shop, they really do a lot to support this class. As the green flag is back out, Nick Gunderson takes it, and we are back underway.
You bet. And, you look at the Cowboy, John Carlson in second, Chris Curtis in third. Those guys are really, really good figure 8 racers. They have ventured off into California, back to Indianapolis, where they put on some absolutely crazy figure 8 races. And not too long in the coming future, we've got the figure 8 nationals, I think, coming up in another week. So you're going to see probably 3 classes of figure 8s that particular night.
Yeah, they've always had the Figure 8 Nationals. Has always been one of the premier events on the Figure 8 racing calendar each and every year here at Evergreen Speedway, and that will be a good one. A lot of the drivers who only run 2 or 3 times a year, for whatever reason, that's one of the races that they like to come out for. That is a very prestigious race to win. We are working lap number 7 right now. It is still Nick Gunderson, followed by the Cowboy John Carlson, Chris Curtis, and that red, white, and blue number 74. There's a good shot of it there. And also the number 83 of Zach Larson.
You can see the aerodynamic bodies, the side sail panels. Some of that's for looks, but a lot of it, they're looking for that little advantage from an aerodynamic standpoint. As we got a car, I think that's Julian Depato heading through the intersection.
It is. There they are, 4 in a row right there. The new, and it's not really that new of a look, but I can was sitting here thinking how when they changed over, and I think John Carlson may have been one of the first ones to go with this style of body. When they were Camaro bodies and they were Ford, full-size Ford bodies for years and years and years, and then the trend went to kind of the type of cars that we're seeing right now, where they're just pretty much unlimited. That's one thing that the Figure 8 Auto Racing Group, who has been a major part of Evergreen Speedway for decades, they kind of self-police themselves, and they said, well, we're not going to throw a whole bunch of rules at you, but kind of keep a level head about what you're doing. Don't go too crazy and off the rails. But several years ago, when Seth Fundin, and I believe that the car that's leading this race right now is that revolutionary car that Seth Fundin and his dad Jerry put together. It was one of the first fuel-injected cars of its kind in the country.
Yeah.
And it took a while. It was really fun as we see John Carlson taking off to the outside, and Jillian Lopato is going to work as a pick for the Cowboy as Gunderson gets trapped behind that zero car.
Three
wide going into turn number 3. And new leader coming out of turn number 4 on lap 13, and it is going to be the Cowboy John Carlson. I believe this might be the first time the Cowboys led all season long here, so we'll see how he fares as we're just about to the halfway point. A great shot of Zach Larson there.
And Carlson made the move. He goes to the outside, which is a disadvantage there.
Mm-hmm.
But when you get down to the other corner, it flip-flops, and all of a sudden he's on the inside. And I think that was a big-time move right there, as he did it. Curtis followed along, and Zach Carlson back in the number 3 spot. Nick Gunderson, number 4. And in the 5th spot, it's Nick Holton.
And Jillian Lopato rounding out the field. Ricky Dietz has retired the number 676 car, and we will see him race another day. So thanks for coming out, Ricky. Always good to see you. Your heart's in the right place, and know that you're just as disappointed as anybody because you're not out there putting laps in. But up front, it is the Cowboy now by about 5 car lengths over the second-place machine of Chris Curtis, former champion in this division. I think the top 2 are former champions in this division, as Nick Gunderson is languished back in the 4th spot. I'm beginning to wonder if there might be a little something up with that number 33 of Gunderson, as he is shown down 1 lap, as is Nick Holton in the 71. So it's pretty much a 3-car race as they are working lap number 18. As you see our second-place car, Chris Curtis, and that beautiful Boney Brothers number 74. They call that one Liberty, and well named, and always that thing is top notch whenever they bring it out. But up front, it is all Cowboy all the time, as they're getting ready to put Jillian Lopato down another lap, as Carlson will get on the inside and buzzed by John Peterson in the flag tire there. And we'll get back up above. I love this shot. Boy, a lot of comments from people who just thought this was a phenomenal, and it is a phenomenal shot. You really get a good perspective of what these guys go through. What that battle for second spot.
Really heating up, huh?
Yeah, no kidding. Chris
a little
Curtis,
bumper, a little push, a little shove.
Yep, Zach Larson and Chris Curtis just going at it tooth and nail.
Beautiful cars. Both of those cars well maintained, well prepared race cars, good crew. They know what they're doing with those vehicles. Off just a little bit right now because Carlson is starting to make this one just look like another John Carlson affair.
9 to go as they come off across the start-finish line past lap, as we got a great shot of Chris Curtis and the 83 car of Zach Larson. So good to see Zach back out here running this place. It is just, he just really ups the class percentage whenever he's on the facility, as does Chris Curtis and his team too in the Cowboys. So good to have all these guys back out here. Yeah, it's kind of a not the field that you would want to have, but these are not cheap cars to run at all. They are as much horsepower and as much maintenance and dollar to dollar, and maybe a little bit more than your average Pro Late model. But it's so good to see him out here as Jillian Lopato makes her way through the intersection. She is down quite a few laps here, as we are down 2 laps. I believe she's currently in front of Nick Holton and Ricky Dietz, and both of those have retired. So thank you to Jillian for coming out here and being a part of this as well here. 5 to go when they come across start finish.
Carlson has a little history, a little tradition of what he likes to do in Victory Lane. So it's going to be kind of interesting to see what he does today, as there are no fans in the stands. But knowing Carlson, he'll put on a show.
You know it. We'll see. Boy, the Cowboy's getting a little long in the tooth there. He may not be able to, gravity may not be his friend, but if he pulls this off, I'm sure he's going to give it every opportunity he possibly can.
He may have to put a safety rope on that cowboy belt buckle that he wears.
I know right where he can go to get one, too. All right, we've got a caution flag out. And we're going to hopefully find out what that's for. Oh, I got some fluid on the track, so it looks like Zach Larson might be putting down some sort of fluid on the track. There's the drone shot picking it up, and we'll get back up here with Tom Glithero. I'm Steve Mortland. That'll give us a shot to thank, again, the great people that come out. As you see Steve Dunn checking out what's going on up there, but the people that come out each and every week to help put this on. We had the Arkham Menard Series West out here last week, and if you get a chance, watch that. That's on NBCSN. But you know, these people, whenever there's a practice out here, whenever there's a kind of a race that they film just for TV on a weekday like we had happen last week, these EMTs and these track cleanup crews, guys, they have to be here every time any kind of an event's put on. And we really thank them a lot.
Well, in the Cascade Push Truck group,
yes,
not a better group of people in the country.
Exactly,
and they know
right.
exactly what they're doing. And they've been doing it a long, long time. And without them, as an open wheel guy, you always used to say, without them, you don't get started and go racing.
Nope, you don't. They do it with a smile on their face each and every week they do it. So thank you to the Cascade Push Trucks, EMT personnel, our track cleanup crew, all the people in the pits that are getting these guys and gals lined up for the next event coming out, which I believe is going to be our Northwest Motorsports Street Stock coming up for their 30-lap feature. But we've got a few laps to go here as the Cowboy John Carlson still hanging on to the about a 2-car length lead over Chris Curtis in the 74 with Zach Larson in the 83 still out there, so must not have been a whole lot of fluid
that crew must have done a great job of fixing it. I also noticed there's no dry sweep down, so quite possibly it was water.
Could be.
And which dries up quickly, and maybe they fixed it quick and back out he is.
Consistent with his performance as he has been since he took the lead over. White flag coming out. One more to go for the Cowboy John Carlson with Chris Curtis in second, Zach Larson in third, Nick Gunderson in fourth, as they come out of half a circuit to go for the Cowboy as he makes it through the intersection. A-OK around one more turn. Checkered flag out. There it is. Cowboy picks up his first win of 2020 here in the Outlaw Figure 8 division. Chris Curtis finishes second. Zach Larson will finish in the third spot, and we'll bring the top three up like we always do, and they will come to the winner's circle, brought to you by Angel of the Winds Casino, and this will give us a shot. Now check this out. Here comes the Cowboy. Let's see what this young man has in mind here. He's gonna, oh, come on, you can do it. Come on, Kyler, goad him into it. You can do it. You know he wants to. He's checking
he's
it
looking
out.
up.
Oh, here we go. Oh, you had to think about it, but here he goes. There's the Cowboy with his tradition. That's why he wears cowboy boots, so he can get his feet through into the chain link.
Get those pointed, those toes, those
I got
boots,
that figured out. And there he goes. Oh, you can hear it tearing right now. There he is. I've had enough of this. All right. Good job, John. You get style points for that. Now he's
going to do a little tightrope walk.
Yeah, now he's going to pull his Undertaker old school move there.
Zach Larson, third place tonight. Walk us through that race. It got pretty eventful. Flew down the track at one point. Walk us through your night.
Yeah, there was a bunch of stuff going on, a bunch of beating and banging. When we're all this close in speed and everything else, and there's not a lot of traffic to mix it up, everybody kind of gets riled up and kind of start beating and banging. And then, yeah, somebody dumped a bunch on the track, and I spun out in it. I actually thought something broke on the car. It spun so fast, but came back to the pits, and they said I was good, so we came back out and got third out of it.
Who do you need to thank for getting you to third place tonight?
I got to thank Gunderson Speed Shop and Brunch Bone Concrete Pumping for all their help. They helped me get to the track and get the car ready.
Zach Larson, third place. Chris Curtis, P2 tonight. Very challenging track conditions out there with the new tires. How much does it take to learn with these new 970s?
You know, these new tire, man, we're so used to last year, we had all the big tire. We were able to soften them up as much as we wanted to. We had all kinds of grip. Now we get on this little tire and we don't have any grip, and we got a whole bunch of horsepower we're trying to put down. So it's been a little bit of an adventure trying to make this tire work, and You know, we made some wholesale changes in the spring package on our car we had the time off, and I tell you what, we tore it all apart and went back today. So back to the drawing board, and we'll see if we can make the car work.
Who do you need to thank for getting up to the 74 car second tonight?
You know, I got to thank my Boney Motorsports team. You know, they're great. Bulldog Haven Northwest, Ibach Springs, Thermotech powder coating keeps that thing looking beautiful every week, and JB Blasters and Bud Barton's Glass. You know, these guys all help us out. I wish they all could be here, but hopefully they're all watching on CW11.
Chris Curtis, second place tonight. Out of breath from 30 laps of Outlaw Figure 8 racing, and then you climb the fence afterward. How great does it feel to be back in Angel of the Wind's victory lane?
It feels good. It's been a while, especially with the new car. Get a win finally. You know, yeah, I don't know which one I'm more wore out. Probably climbing the fence. I hooked my pantsuit there trying to get over the top. Took me a minute to get over. It's been a while. I think I'm getting out of shape.
Who do you need to thank for putting you back in victory lane?
You know, I got my buddy Tony Hill back at our shop. He lets me keep the car there. We work on it there, have all kinds of fun. My girlfriend's not here. My son Bryant, he's actually out here helping me today. Got to thank those guys. A little small business owner that I do stuff for, the fireplace guy. So if you need fireplace work, hit me up.
The Cowboy, John Carlson, back in victory lane.